Hello, my name is Garry II, and I just want to talk about a few instructional strategies that I researched and just want to give a summary on. So, when it comes to the research that I did my research on fourth grade, which I teach fourth grade here in Georgia, and I did a math standard. I did 4 NR1 and says recognize patterns within the base 10 place value system with quantities presented in real life situations to compare and round multi-digit whole numbers through the hundred thousands place. NR1.1 says read and write multi-digit whole numbers to the hundreds thousands place using base 10 numerals and expanded form. The learning objective. In this learning plan, fourth grade students will explore patterns within the base 10 place value system to make sense of numbers within hundreds of thousands. Students will be reading and writing numbers in base 10 numerals and expanded form, as well as recognizing that a digit in one place is 10 times greater than what it represents in the place value to the right. So for the instructional strategy, example number 1, I decided to go with guided discussion. Guided discussion can lead to collaboration between your students. With your guided discussion, it can bring out different ideas or different thought processes on place value, a different understanding that you as a teacher may not even have came up with. And all this can come just from hearing and letting the kids speak. Strategy number 2, inquiry. With inquiry, I will have my students use their brains in group work or group projects, or just projects, individually. So with this, they can dig deep in understanding of the place value chart. 3, formative assessment. This is a big thing. Formative assessments are the end in all in knowing that your students are understanding the criteria at hand. And formative assessments doesn't always have to be handwritten. It can be oral, or like I said before, it can be project-based. It can be presentations, things of that nature, just something different. And like for your students to understand, or not just understand, but for your students to display what you're being taught, the criteria that's being taught, to show that they understand in their way of the standard at hand and of the criteria that's being taught. Also, when it came to the instructional strategies chart, a few instructional strategies that I really enjoyed, I want to say, was inquiry, because of field trips, projects, group work, classroom debates. I love that type of things. Like I'm a type of teacher, or growing up, I was the type of student that was very hands-on with my learning. So I wanted to implement that in my classroom as well, being hands-on, being I want to say intentional in my learning and in my students' learning as well. Another one that I would love to do, concept attainment. It says in student-centered learning pertaining to concept attainment, presenting both positive and negative examples, encouraging students to identify attributes and collaboratively constructing a definition based on these attributes. For example, categorizing animals as mammals or non-mammals, identifying characteristics of a metaphor, and sorting mathematical equations. This would be a huge, especially like concept attainment. That would be great when it comes to formative assessments, as you're trying to figure out and see what your students have learned, what they didn't learn, and what you need to teach as a teacher.